Hi, welcome back to my channel. So I just want to share with you my experience because when I left my corporate medical job, I became a medical director, and I became a medical director for one spa that was a med spa, and then another one heard about me, and then another one, and it grew very organically. So I just really want to share sort of how I got into this space and what exactly a medical director is and what they do. So in the state of California, every medical practice has to be owned at least 50% by a doctor. So that means a medical spa that you've been to, even if who owns it and who manages it is a non-physician, there's a doctor that is at least a 51% shareholder, or that company is structured as an MSO and they contract with a doctor. So there's very specific legal structures, corporate structures that are required to be compliant. And so it's not only a legal structure, but it's also according to the Medical Board of California. So that's why, especially now as med spas grow, as well as the aging population, there's a huge need for nursing homes. These are also entities that need medical directors. All of them do, but these are entities that are growing a lot right now, and so they're in need of medical directors. So the way that I grew is that I actually already had my own business in the med spa space. So I was doing Botox and filler. And then owners just came up to me, nurses, healthcare workers that were burned out, they just came up to me and started asking me, would you be my medical director? I said no for so long. And then after 2 or 3 years, I started to be a lot more comfortable with the procedures. I knew a little bit more about what the risks are, how to run a business, and I felt that, okay, I'm actually ready to do this. And then in the first few years of doing it, I learned, okay, what are the corporate structures that you need to create a med spa? What does the contract look like? What does the CPA and accounting look like? So now I feel like I'm a really good resource for understanding how to be a good medical director. So this is what I've learned. The best way to get the word out, at least in terms that you want to do medical directing, is actually just to network. So go to a conference. If you want to get into the med spa space, go to AmSpa or go to the medical spa show. There's tons of conferences to go to. And most of the people that are there are going to be nurses, or they're going to be business owners that are non-medical. So being a doctor and going to those spaces, you're going to be a hit. And even if you just talk to a few people or you get one spot, people will hear about you and you'll begin to grow. The other ways that people heard about me was social media. So posting about being a medical director, posting about how you are looking for new opportunities, just really talk about it in a lot of your spheres, talk about it with your medical friends, but also your non-medical friends, because you'll be surprised kind of how your name gets around. So social media is really important. And then the third way is actually going to be a search engine like LinkedIn or Indeed. These are actually really popular ways nowadays to advertise that you want to be a medical director for someone. And so you just put your price, put your experience, and then a lot of times spa owners will interview a lot of different medical directors, and then you can sort of just go in with your experience and why you're looking to do it. So be sure to check out my other video where I'll talk about what makes a great medical director. Number 4 is actually drug reps. So I got a lot of business through drug reps, skincare reps that knew that they're in contact with business owners all day, and they find business owners who need a medical director. And so if you have a great relationship with them or they know that you're looking, they are also great ways to spread the word about your services. So be sure to check out my other video about what makes a great spa owner and what makes a great medical director.